It would help if I turned my mic on. Welcome, replay viewers and fellow hamsters. I am curling my bangs at the moment to get them out of my face. It would have been done on time, but I caught the cat crawling all over the place here, and including on the curling iron, and didn't think about it, and went to grab the curling iron to curl my bangs out of my face, and discovered that it was off. My feline, my little Baxter, turned off my curling iron. And I also have not had breakfast yet. So let's hang in there for half a moment here while I pour some goat milk into some cereal. I love my goat milk. I love my goat milk. And into my, oh, I got goat milk everywhere. And into my cup. And then I will happily sit down and we can get this party started. I'm only going to be on for a set amount of time because I have an appointment with my worker, and I've been late for her before, and I don't want to be late for her again. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, yeah. Hi from Oshawa. Hi, guys. Hey, Gemma. Um, yes, I managed to put pants on. Um, I did manage to put pants on. Um, yeah, I'm just reading a text message. There we go. So I'm multitasking a little, but I wanted to come on because the last broadcast we had on here was Martin talking about personal time and mental health time. And maybe I'll come back on later on to talk about some of that to a small degree because, we have to let him do his thing. And right now, the hardest thing is being careful with things like judgment. Um, a psychiatrist at one point said to me, children never forgive. And it's really hard to get an adult to tell a child that it's time to forgive when adults don't forgive themselves. So children don't forgive their parents and adults don't forgive themselves. And I'm like, wow, that's both helpful and scary. So Martin has spent time on his mental health in the past, as have I, but has not completely gone through it. And he has made some company promises um, that, yeah, the process keeps starting and he keeps coming up short. So this time we're going to support him, and he's going to be doing a very, very difficult thing, and that's not be with me on camera a lot or I show up at gigs. So ultimately, we would love a third person in our company because this is too much for Martin and I to handle. But we will go through it with you, and we will call on you guys more often for help. And today is me trying to figure out characters. It's hard too. We haven't done things alone in 3, 4 years. Well, we had a third back in BC, and that third was able to go with him or with me to get things done. But we're here now, so I'm gonna make you guys today my third. What do you think? Always good to have pants on if you need to pour up, stand up. Yes, pour some on the cat and give it something to do. No, I'm not putting milk on the cat. Hi, red eye. Or other people, yeah. What needs time. Sometimes you just wind down, take care of themselves. Mental health is so important. And Gemma, you're very, very right. And the hardest thing about being an artist is your mental health comes from two sources. Number one, your art. So you have to do your art in order to feel better about yourself. Oh my God, I did this so quickly. Look at this. It's like this like independent bang thing. Yay! Thank you, Gemma, for that hug award. Um, some cats are lactose intolerant. Well, I drink goat milk because I'm lactose intolerant. So they can drink it too, but it's my goat milk. I'm on a tight budget, man. I'm not sharing my goat milk with them. Apricots. So, so but yeah, it's hard being an artist because especially running your own business. You know, every artist should have a bookkeeper and someone to book the gigs and a manager. The most successful people on the planet are those who have managers and agents. So really what Martin and I see is third. So we can stop avoiding the stuff we're supposed to do. On my way had a phone going, yay! I want Helga's input because I'm trying to decide. I think she'd be great for brainstorming names, especially turning James into a voodoo princess. Priestess. Voodoo priestess. There she is. Here she comes to save the day. Da,
Ooh,
da, 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 da,
hello.
da.
Hello, honey. Thank you for the
Hi,
invitation.
you're welcome. I thought since I have to get this done and Martin's on a mental health break from all social media and public performances and stuff like that, I
Uh-huh.
thought, what are some of the most creative, insane people I know?
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Well, come on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, it's Talk Like a Pirate Day. We have to have all cultures because pirates had all cultures, right?
Yep, yep.
It's that thing.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Gemma. Hi, JD. And everyone who's already in the room.
No pressure there.
Ah,
Ah, Jedi
thank you.
Senshi.
An
Always
anonymous Facebook user.
Helga does have a lovely voice. Oh, I don't think you met Red Eye.
Mm-hmm.
The anonymous Facebook user is Red
Oh,
Eye.
okay.
Um, Red Eye met me way back in BC,
Mm-hmm.
but he's part of the whole Renaissance Festival and pirate community. So he's a bit of a unique sense of humor.
Okay.
Hey, stop scratching the bed, damn cat. I love
Oops.
him though. I love him. I love him. Yeah, they like this bed for reasons other than sleeping on it.
I know I have two kitty catties.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Oh
right.
my gosh. They grow so fast.
They do. They do faster than kids, of course, but we have to appreciate our time with our pets because they have shorter lives than we do.
Unfortunately.
Dang, if I were any more busted, I'd be Dolly Parton. Told you, unique personality, definitely. You can get two-sided tape for what, Jedi Senshi? Must be a male cat. It is. It is a male cat. Both of them are. What have you got, Helga? Is it male and female or
Yes, brother and sister.
nice?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So here I am for the
Before
first
those
time.
two, oh
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
That's okay. Before those two.
Before those two, I had one, but was a was a boy, but he left let me say, 2 weeks after my mom transited, he left and never came back.
Oh wow, so he ran away.
Well, my
We used to,
feelings is that he got hit by a car. That is my feelings because he had a good life over here.
we had a huge black male cat when I was younger,
Hmm.
and the neighbor about 6 doors down would take all his leftovers because we don't believe in feeding cat human food because then they
Hmm.
develop a taste for it and it's really hard to get them healthy later on.
Yes.
And the guy about 4 doors down kept putting out human food like all his leftovers for the neighborhood cats,
Hmm.
and he left us for the neighbor.
Yeah.
I even
Yeah, for the
remember being
food.
a 10-year-old. Yeah, I remember being a 10-year-old and showing up at this guy's doorstep, and in my bossy little 10-year-old self telling him that he's taking our cat away and
Yeah.
and, and I'm gonna make sure this doesn't happen. And my mother's like, no, we're not feeding the cats human
Nope.
food, and it's just like, and then yeah, one day he didn't come home at all, and I went over and said, you
Mm.
stole my cat, and he said, I haven't seen your cat, and I'm like, you stole my cat. I wanted to inspect his home. I wanted to turn everything upside down. Where are you hiding my cat? But
Hmm.
no, he may have gotten hit by a car or
Yeah.
found better food elsewhere. I don't know. Just
Well, I asked a psychic at that time if she could feel uh, where he was, and well, she confirmed my feelings, and actually, it's like I know the place too because I felt it.
hmm
But he's okay now. He might have been returned in somebody else's life. I don't know. Anonymous Facebook user. I
that's
live
red
in the
eye.
Netherlands.
She's exotic, red eye. She's
Ooh,
exotic.
am I?
Yes, you are. The rest of us cannot keep up with your exoticness.
Ooh,
See, this
but
is
I
why
live
Helga
in the
keeps me around.
Netherlands. Huh?
This is the real reason why Helga keeps me around.
Oh, well, I'm glad that I can do that for you.
Yeah, Lisa's cat, Blackjack, is such a personality. I mean, that cat is just he really thinks he's human. He just prances around and he just the way he approaches you is very much, yeah, so I'm here. What's your
Mm,
problem? He's Blackjack is such a personality. I'm very fond of Blackjack. 18 years. Nice. He's a big
wow.
baby. Yeah, he's a tuxedo. He's a very wide tuxedo.
Well, I see already with the two kittens that the boy, whoa, he loves action, and the girl is leave me alone. I want to chill.
Well, here's the thing too. We have um we have always recognized that on pirate ships, um most ships, whether they're navy vessels or pirate vessels, have cats in order to
Hmm.
try to keep the population of the mice down. Because mice will get on board every time they dock, and then they just they populate. So it's not uncommon for ships to have cats on it.
Hmm.
So here's a great question: If our ship, if the Jade Dragon has a cat on it, because I've been using my cat Pippin,
Uh-huh.
what would a pirate cat be named? What name could we give a pirate cat?
Let me think for a second.
It would probably be large and well fed. No Jedi sent you an original name, honey.
Ah, no.
Oh, I love Red Eye. You are hilarious. That's actually awesome. Maybe. Hello. Yeah, I see you watching us from YouTube. Why
YouTube.
don't you come over to Haps so you can see everyone else's comments? That's Haps HAPPS .tv, and you can find us at Car Hunger CARRHUNGER. Pursley. Pursley sounds well. We do have a naval vessel in our stories this month. Pursley sounds more like a naval vessel name. I kind of like that. Jolly Mogger. Ah, yes, the Brit in the house has to put jolly and everything. Nice, Gemma. So I have to write the story alone this time.
Mhm,
Martin may be able to get time to write, but his 2 week break from all social media, which includes apps, unfortunately, in order for him to focus on what he's supposed to be doing,
mhm.
means I'm at the ship, the head of the ship this time, alone.
And how does that feel?
Scary.
No.
I shouldn't be. I did all these things alone before him, but
Uh-huh.
like right now, he's trying to find a volunteer to come with me to the Monarch thing because the wings and the pack and the electronics and everything, you really need a second person all the time.
Mhm, mhm,
Not
mhm,
only to keep an eye on your wings, but change batteries or whatever, because we don't believe in getting out of costume while
mhm,
we're in public. So whenever we do things like wings, we always have a second person. But he's got to, he's avoided this, folks. I'm not going to get into too much detail,
mhm,
but he's avoided going through a complete process many, many times. And he keeps reverting back to things that are not productive and are not adult enough to live life. So if I were to pass away tomorrow,
uh-uh,
we have a firm belief that he will not survive, and that's not a pressure I need. So, out of respect, he's going to actually try this time, which means I also have to resist calling him for help, which is just so hard. We used to have three of us in BC, and it made it a lot easier on Martin and I to get things done because if one of us couldn't follow in, that third person was always there. So I
mhm.
haven't worked solo on anything in like 20 years.
Wow.
So that's why I thought I should call out to you guys for some help and inspiration and energy because this is actually scary. I didn't think it was going to be scary, but
Mhm.
it's actually scary how much the two of us have relied
Come
on each
together.
other
Yeah.
for. Yeah, and it's not, we haven't since the court case and the festival went under and the slander happened and people started bailing on me. I became the primary source of all the like the target for all the slander.
Mhm,
Um, and people started abandoning it because I wasn't handling it. It was really isolating and painful that people who were supposed to be there ran scared. And I don't think I'm recovered from it, but I can't stop my art, you know. So for him to have to take over, not only taking care of his mental health, but he's got to do all the business stuff for the company if he wants to stay part of it. Because the psychiatrists have said over and over again, if you're partners and she's been doing all this work, you really have to trade places right now. You have to take the risk. You have to give up some of your public art. You have to give up something. So we agreed
mhm,
all the social media and any events for the next little while. So he's right now trying to find a third person so that I can still have public appearances for us. And he'll be forced. to actually go through with the process, the full process with his psychiatrist and his social worker. And don't worry, folks. Yes, I'm in a place, a physical place, where I am constantly surrounded by counselors. Actually, for women, they're called advocates for some reason. They don't call them counselors in here, they call them advocates, which I find interesting that they use a different term for women. Um, I think it's because of the way society still sees females and the way the system's structured. It is a shame that there isn't an equivalent to this for men. There isn't. For him to get what I'm getting right now, he would actually have to try to commit suicide,
Whoa.
or attack someone. Yeah, the system won't help him to this level. So he has to be more independent. And out of the two of us, I'm more likely to be independent than him because of his upbringing. So it's really just as two human beings living here and being
Hmm.
artists and not handling our own recovery, our art, our product, the business side of it. It's overwhelming. We really do need a bookkeeper, can't afford it. We really do
Hmm.
need specialists, can't afford it. The medical system here does not cover everything. So I am going to follow everything they tell me to do here, which is
You,
scary right now. Um, and he's going to have to independently follow everything from home, which is where I want to be. But that's the way it has to be. So I'm going to write two versions of the script and the characters. One version will have his character in it in case his counselor and psychiatrist thinks that he's done enough. I'm not allowed to have an opinion on this anymore, which is
mm,
fine and not fine because my purpose over 20 years has been that, and now
mm.
it has to be this.
Oh,
So
gee.
it's going to be really
Whoa.
rough, guys. Yeah, it's going to be really rough. I am going to be doing a lot with you guys. I'm just going to, I'm probably going to be on here quite a bit saying I need to be lifted up as an artist and understand that I can do this alone. It's not insulting to him, it's not
Mm-mm.
rejecting to him. It's his child that talks when he feels those ways, not his adult. And I look forward to the day when I have his adult again in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be tough.
It's not.
As an artist, I have to be motivated to be
It's not
solo.
hard. Hon.
You don't think so?
No. I'm on the same point in life, but not in a business concept, more in the relationship with my sons. All of them are adults. Okay, I did my job. All my
Yeah, and you
focus
see,
was constantly on them.
children is the job that I never wanted because of the reasons that I'm having a hard time with Martin. I
Yeah.
am not,
Yeah.
my strength is not in bringing up children. My strength is in
Hmm.
teaching children. You want to dump your children on me for an event, and I'll teach them all about things like monarch butterflies or piracy or whatever. I will spend a whole day with your children,
Hmm.
doing trivia and games and crafts. But don't you
Hmm.
dare let your children around me for the next week because I have to recharge. Um, I don't handle the needs of children very well. I just don't. And when the trauma happened in BC and I wound up hormonally spiking and Martin became excessively childish in order to get in his mind his mother there with us. Um, I couldn't handle it. I just couldn't handle it. And then, when she died, it got worse. So this is grieving that I can't handle. I have to let the professionals do it, which means he has to give up some of his art for a while. Um,
Mhm.
what is involved with Monarch Ultra? What is involved with Monarch Ultra? What's Jedi Senshi? I'm gonna ask you to call Martin because he's supposed to be taking that off of me. But it is a matter of we'd like to get some wings on a second person. He's got a young lady who moved to Toronto just before COVID, so we haven't been able to connect with her in person. But she was a prop maker and a costumer back in Montreal, and she's starting to get gigs, but she's curious as to what we do. So he's got her setting a schedule with him to come over and finish wiring the packs so he can spend time doing the meditations he's supposed to alone. And that's a weird thing too. Martin and I have always done meditations together. So for us to have to do it alone because the psychiatrists say we need to right now, either do it with other people, like take a yoga class or something, or I told him
Mhm.
about the idea on HAPS of sharing my idea of what an energy circle is, because I haven't done that in years. It'll be weird doing it virtually, but I'm willing to try. I want to take their advice on things like this because we need to find Martin and I need to find ourselves individually. So he's going to have to give up his art for a little while, and
Mhm.
I'm going to have to step up to the plate. So he's got someone who has agreed to come and finish doing the wiring so he can go and spend time on what he's supposed to. It's very difficult for him to allow that to happen because he's very proud of his skills. But this is why we keep cutting short our mental health. So what I really need is at least one other person there, preferably in costume as well, so we can get both types of monarch wings out. So wearing all black in one way, shape, or form, and having his pack on your back, and just being able to change the batteries, um, checking on things like we change each other's batteries. Checking on things. We watch each other's wings. If we can get a third
Mhm.
person that doesn't wear wings, that's even better. But yeah, call Martin. What I need for the pirate story time is I would love to have a second person to take Martin's place. Basically, be Martin's character. Obviously, you won't be Martin's character. We'll give you a different character name, but read his part if the psychiatrist feels that he's not ready yet, because it's during the 2 weeks of strict off social media. So we're not going to push him to do it. We're going to push him not to do it this time. I would love to have a co-host and or maybe swab the deck or walk the plank. There you go. Steven's got the hang of this. Um, be facing the empty nesting myself. Not looking forward to it. Yeah, it does feel weird. I never wanted children either. Yeah, didn't have children due to health issues I developed in middle school. And Lisa, that's why I'm trying to encourage you to come out for things. That's why I'm trying to come out and play with the kids. Don't stay stuck in that energy, honey. Come out and play with the kids. Let it go. It happened. Your body said no, your brain said yes. So take children from parents to give them the break and let's get you out there. Lisa, let's get you out there, honey. I know you'd be perfect. Where did I send you? Either check the Facebook because I did share the event. That location is not, but I put a comment on because it's a walk. All they want is us to be there for about half an hour to greet the runner because there's only one runner this year. And if the media shows up, because the media already showed up for this weekend for the beginning of the run, it's a long run, and they began in Scarborough, and the runner is sleeping each night in tents at certain locations. But it's a 5-day run for this runner. So they're looking for ways to make each stop interesting instead of just people in t-shirts handing out water. They want people to show up at each stop and cheer on the runner to get their spirits up. And they don't know if the media will show up at one stop or the other stop. Um, but they're hoping the media will show up. So, and then stay around, and I'm going to find someone who can handle my camera. And we need to get some pictures of both types of wings. And this is why there has to be two, preferably tomorrow. Oh, sorry, Tuesday, because we don't have enough promo for our page for the wings. We just don't. We don't have any photos or videos of them working properly with the full costume, and we don't have any pictures or videos of anyone wearing the cellophane ones. We only have my stained glass ones. I need new batteries, but that's not a costume. I love those butterfly wings you have now. Shame I'm over 3,000 miles away. Gemma, honey, listen. Um, do your $5 a person sponsorship if you can, and let's get some names. And you know, we're trying to sell them. If you've got the money, we can ship Rush to you, and you can wear them during our broadcast in October. We'll happily have guests on, or find something Monarch like and wear it. You know, folks, we will happily have you on to story time. You know, sometimes we'll ask you to wait to the end if we've got like a whole setup because it takes the full screen. We'll happily have you on if you're in costume, and we'll just have some fun. You know, you guys are sponsoring us. You deserve to have fun. Was what you're sponsoring for. You really do. You know, and there are incredible people like Helga. No, sorry, wrong way. Like Helga here. I'm like, which side of the camera is she
Where? Where is
on?
she?
Right there. Who has absolutely awesome energy. And whether or not you believe what she says is irrelevant, she's still incredible to listen to. You know, if she shows up for costume, you know, at any of the story times, I am putting her on camera. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, you know.
Whoa.
What? Oh, come on.
Okay.
I've got to figure out. James, James, there you go, red eye. There you go. Yeah, Haps is a bit of a hog, but, you know, that's the nature of the app. It's still more stable than Periscope was. Um, Message Martin, please. And they see this is it. It's hard for me. I want to answer everyone. Everyone's so used to me doing everything that even when Martin puts out a request, everyone still responds to me. That's gotta stop. Martin has gotta learn that if I die, I want this legacy to continue. He's gotta learn, folks. Put the pressure on him. Put the pressure on him. Feel free to put the pressure on him. But here, look, I want to show you guys this. Um, oh, right, I can do it this way. They okay. Normally, what the Monarch Ultra does, I'm just gonna take a moment for this, and then we're gonna go back to Pirates because I want Helga's input in taking James. Oh, which James is it now that we got? Which James is it? See, and now this person says, "I will try." Don't try. Message Martin. Just message Martin. Brain Haps.
James.
My sponsor list.
James
James.
Namas.
Because is it James Nast? Dot
Or
TV.
James Garland.
Well, I invited all the sponsors. So if I look at my invite list, who did I invite? Because I think you're the best person for this because of your personality and everything and your background. James, where are you, James? James Namist. Yeah,
Yeah,
James Namist
James.
chose as his character. Ready for this, Helga?
Yeah.
James chose as his character the voodoo priestess.
Oh, wow. Wow.
He wants to be written as a voodoo priestess.
Wow. He can do it. He can do it.
And I am stuck as to what to give him as a name. I'm trying to use his name, like either a portion of his first name or a portion of his last name. I'm trying to incorporate his name into something that sounds like a voodoo priestess. And I'm having such a hard time. He's the hardest one for me right now.
Hold on. Let me write his name and see what we can make out of it.
We have been doing some serious gender bending in the last little while. It is just hilarious.
Times are changing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay.
So, Helga brainstormed some ideas for me. Um, the Monarch Ultra, yeah, usually what they do is they have a team of runners of about 20 runners that tag team between just north of Toronto down to the border. And then they tag team and a group of American runners, like a runner over the border, and that group of runners goes part way and then tag teams all the way through the United States. And then they tag team runners in Mexico. And those runners run to where the Monarchs usually stop. And it usually takes 2 months, which is how long the Monarchs fly for. So the Monarch Ultra normally every year does the same migration pattern as the Monarchs themselves. But because of COVID, they canceled in 2020 and they decided for 2021 they were not going to cancel again. But because of COVID, they can't tag team over the border. So what they're doing is it's a single runner now. They still have the same fundraiser set up, but it's a single runner now who is running. If you look on their donation page, you'll see the route of the runner, and they're taking a week to run a section of Ontario. It's not south, unfortunately, the same migration patterns as the Monarchs, but at least it's still a fundraiser. Um, and I'm going to present this. I'm going to do a three tier here. Chrome tab. The window? Yes. Share. I'm going to put Helga and I in the corner for a moment and do this. I'm going to make the Ultra number one. There you go. So this is their Instagram page, and there's a link and everything to to their fundraiser. But they saw the runner off yesterday, and they had these beautiful stoat walkers. Look at these ladies; they're just gorgeous. All in black with these big cloth wings. Just
Wow.
absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? And they had a small team of only 20 people there, and
It definitely
the
is.
people walked around the edge of the park because of the whole COVID thing. People couldn't come in. So there's the team of runners, and the team of runners will separate and go slightly different paths, and the key runner will go through to the end while the other ones run in slightly different directions to try to mimic the migration of the monarchs on this side of the border. But so they've been seen off. So what they're asking people to do is look at the stops on their route and and greet them. So we wanted to bring our monarch wings out on Tuesday um, to greet them at one of the stops and put a smile on their face because they'll have been running already for 3 days. So but the money from
Wow.
Monarch Ultra goes to a summer camp which teaches children about um, the conservation of different species of insects. And the main core of their program is the monarch butterfly. And what they do is they have the kids, it happens in the summertime, they have the kids take care of the monarch eggs. They have them keep a habitat so that they can go from cocoon to monarch, and they use the program to try to increase the number of monarchs flying south because they are an endangered species, and they're the most unique insect in the world. They're the only insect that can eat milkweed. So I'm encouraging people on, you know, ooh, they're encouraging people um, on the route of monarch butterfly migration to plant milkweed in their yards or on their balconies and give these monarchs food. They've got, a 2 to 3 month migration between Canada and Mexico every single year at this time. And then they migrate back in the spring once winter is over. So they migrate the same time as the birds, and they need food. Everyone's being covert safe. Of course, they're looking for donations. So they had some volunteers walking around with a donation jar, and they walked around the edge of the park because they weren't allowed to have large clusters of people. So they sent one, a child to go in and accept. So you can see they've got their numbers on them. The runners have their numbers on them. They read poetry. People wrote. They got the kids to write monarch poetry, and they read the poetry out. See the runners off, and it was a beautiful day. And on Tuesday, I like there you go, Camp Kawartha, again a native using native Indian. They've been using a lot of indigenous names as part of camps, and like Mississauga is like Mississauga State, Mississauga. Toronto is close to what its original native name is. Um, but so what they're doing to show respect to a lot of the indigenous is a lot of these nature camps that are funded by private sponsors and as well as individual as well as government. They're giving them a lot of indigenous names for the camps and for even all the scout and girl guide, Boy Scout and Girl Guide camps are all being changed to native names. Still in training for my new job. That's okay, Lisa. If you're done your training, like I need to get photos and video, and the photographers I know are not available. I've got my SLR. Even if I have to switch wings or something, I'd rather have a second person so we can put both wings next to each other. But I'd love someone to man the camera when you're done work. Instagram screen went all blurry. Not sure why Haps does that. It could be a larger resolution on the initial image. So I'm going to go and close it anyway. And maybe it's because I was going back and forth. Need to go for a walk. Chat to you later. Yeah, Jedi sent you. Give Martin a call. Please give Martin a call. Let him do what he's supposed to do. So yeah, it probably blurry because I'm bouncing between windows. So I'm going to let the Instagram go now. So Helga and I can get bigger again.
There we are.
Yeah, I think it's because I'm going back and forth. I was going back and forth between. Um,
Mm.
how would you pronounce that, Helga? Mess jam? That sounds. I feel like a
Mesjam
mess jam
or
or
Majest.
majest. Majest. So majest sounds great. Now, how do we make it? Gotta make it that. We gotta add like not lady. We gotta add.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what title does a voodoo priestess have? What?
I don't
I don't know either.
know. Let's Google it.
Or some like stupidly ridiculous last name. This is what I love about writing is you can just. I mean, look at Pirates of the Caribbean. Like everyone's such a stereotype. I was thinking of
Mm-hmm.
making because the Navy boys are the HAP staff. So I was thinking of making because Mark already has um he's got a Jewish last name and he's our Navy
Mm-hmm.
admiral. So I thought it would be funny just to keep his last name and just add admiral to the beginning because it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
slap in the face because at that time, if you were Jewish, there's no way you'd be an admiral in the English Navy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I thought I'll just keep it simple with Mark. I'll just use I'll use Goldberg and I'll just
Mm-hmm.
call him Admiral Goldberg and slap history in the face because we can do that as artists. We can
Mm-hmm.
just we can screw up history so much and have so much fun with it as
Yep.
long as we make sure that people understand that this is art.
Yes. This is art indeed.
So we gotta something voodoo, the high something or um, her real surname is the same, but I don't use it online. Yeah, we shouldn't be like, we shouldn't have to be scared anymore. If we're after certain things, I can understand making those changes, but then it's not fear. You're doing it for moving ahead. You're doing it to move ahead. No one should, and that upsets me a lot too. Is when people tear people apart. It's like Facebook. I keep saying to people, Facebook says you have to use your real name. If you choose not to, then they can't protect you, and it's your choice because the laws state, and they don't run the laws. They run Facebook, so they tell you have to use your real name because they can't protect you if you don't. So don't complain about it. If you want to take on the risk yourself, that's great. All the power to you. And that's my attitude on life because I really feel that no one should tell you why you're making the choices you're making.
Mm-hmm. You have to make it for yourself
Hmm.
and
But
be
it should never be
aware
made up for
why
you.
you do it.
Mhm.
That's why we need to talk to ourselves.
Political correctness has ruined comedy. Oh my God, Red Eye, you are so right. Oh my God, the number of people who walk up to me and go, "Don't say that." What? It's my own culture. I'm part Scottish. I'm frugal. I'm not cheap. I'm frugal. You know. Um, my Scottish side fights with my Irish side all the time, and both my Irish and my Scottish side fights with my English side. And don't get in the French. Every side of me is always fighting. I am so screwed up. I'm fine with that. People are like, that's negative. It's not. I think it's funny.
Mm,
You know. And the same with these. You guys as sponsors are trusting us. You're trusting us to write this. That's huge to me.
you can do it.
And yes, sponsors, if you don't want us to use you in a story, then that's okay. You just have to say, just tell us, and we won't. But we're having so much fun with this. It's really hard for Martin to be doing this right now. So that I will shut down if anyone goes and does the whole women should or men should and goes after me. That you're gone. I don't need your numbers. Martin and I are not stereotypical, unfortunately, and
Mm-mm,
he right now is fighting to be stereotypical, and it's obviously not doing him any good. So
mm-mm,
let us be the artists we are, and we will give you guys awesome stories. We will give you guys awesomeness. But he's got to get past this, and I can't help him, and that's the hardest thing for me. So we're not gonna go there. We're gonna write. I took it off from public because of a stalker way back, and it's there if you look hard enough. That's fine, honey. Yeah, and that's your choice. I mean, I wouldn't, but I'm not you. And people, I I want to thank everyone for reminding me that I'm strong. But I'd like to share that with everyone that the unfortunate thing about what's happened to me in British Columbia is I was strong for everyone but me. So we have to reteach me how to be strong for me.
Yes.
And I haven't done that in years. I was strong for every crew member. I was strong for every cast member. I was strong for everyone but me and burnt out and then tried to recover because everyone told me I was strong and did the same thing and burnt out and burnt out and burnt out. I need to share me with you guys, but I need to not necessarily be there in that childish way, that parent child way anymore. I got to remember I got to be strong for me, and that's what I'm going to ask you all for help for. We're not rejecting Martin. Martin's idea of being strong for him has to be reformatted by the professionals, and he may have to give up his art for a little while. But that's his struggle, not mine. So that's really hard for me not to keep stepping in his way and thinking that I'm helping him. So I love you all. I appreciate the sponsorships. I'm hoping our Monarch story time is huge because that will be after his 2 week absolute, like, he's not allowed to do social media at all right now. He's not allowed to do anything. They have basically said, if she's so good at it, yes, you guys are a great team, but you're still using everything that's good to avoid healing. And we all
Yes.
know we all done that. We've all done that at one point or another.
Yeah.
It's just Martin and I have let it go on too long. So we're going to support him by not supporting him. And that is such a weird concept for me.
But that is
Weird
still,
concept for me.
concept. Support. Sorry. Even though it
Well, they're
is weird,
saying,
it is still support.
well, what the specialists are saying now is simply that he has distinctly developed two completely different personalities in order to handle what happened to us in BC.
Yeah.
And he right now doesn't have control over which one surfaces.
Everything
And
needs to
it
come
seems,
out
yeah,
the system.
and not on you guys and not
Mm-mm,
on me.
mm-mm,
It has to come out on him and the experts. And I've told him that I will be there in the way that I can once he decides which one is dominant and stops changing his mind.
mm-hmm.
I don't mind the child as long as I'm not being made responsible for it. And I've told him that if he needs to find another relationship, if he needs to remarry, I will happily sign, the divorce paperwork so that legally he can. If he needs a different kind of woman right now to be that person in his life,
Mm-hmm.
I will support him, but he's got to support himself. If he needs, if he's an adult, and he can live on his own, and that space is our workspace,
Mm-hmm.
and he financially makes it happen if he has to go and take a mundane job or whatever, to be that adult. Um, I will probably have to do the same because my expenses are also going to go up with him having a new place. Because yeah, he's not going to be responsible for all the bills anymore because I'll be
Mm-hmm.
living there. So I may have to get a mundane job as well. So I'll support him if he supports me. There's no judgment. The judgment is his child brain. His child brain thinks there's judgment all the time.
Yes.
So things get difficult. He becomes a child. And I don't handle children in that level at
Mm-mm.
all. I never could. I'm very happy I did not become a mom. Um, Someone blocked. Alcohol was invented to keep the Irish from taking over. Irish stereotypes make me mad. I want to drink a bunch of beer and punch somebody. Red eye, the system blocked it. I am going to let everyone see it because I don't think that should be hid. Hid. globally unhide. There we go. No, no. Auto comment moderation system flagged this comment as malicious or spam. You can adjust the
Oh,
moderator sensitivity on your moderation settings page. Okay,
but
give me a
hon,
second, cause
I need to go.
oh,
Yeah, I haven't
okay,
eaten yet, and I start to get some headaches, so I have to find myself something to put in my mouth and in my belly.
okay.
Are you going to stay on long or?
Probably not, but I was thinking of coming back on tonight if things go well with my appointments here. We're trying to get me we're trying to get me the psychiatrist they've been asking me to wait for 9 months. We're trying to rush that through.
Okay.
Um, and there's a few things that I have to deal with here, is what I'm saying. And if if it all goes well, then I'd like to get back on tonight and do some great stuff. Then I don't know what I'll do. I may try that energy circle thing that I suggested on the Discord.
Mm-hmm. Just
So
let me know.
okay,
Thank you for this awesome time together.
you're
Thank you,
welcome.
everyone who watched us, and
You're
see you
awesome,
guys soon.
Helga. You got it.
I'm, I'm just me.
So modest.
Much love.
Love to you too, sweetheart. So those of you who have not met Helga yet, that's Helga. Very nice to meet you. Person of mixed coastal BC native Irish, German, French, and Finnish heritage. If I dress authentically, I look really stupid. Oh, red eye. Okay, so I am going to go over to our profile here, and I am going to copy and paste the person and character list that I gotta make up names for. And let's see if I can pick your guys' brains. I like trying to use people's names as well, like their real names. Okay, so there's our list. Hey, Debit, if anyone wants to come on, by all means. I am also hoping to find at some point a pirate type co-host who can run haps easily enough, because this will be the one that Martin's missing. So do speak up if you're able to. I'm a little distracted here. Sure, put the person who can't really cook as the cook. Well, you didn't respond. We put it. Do you want to be something else? We can change it. I don't have the list anymore of choices, but we thought it would be hilarious to have you as the cook because we saw you like sitting there because you're such a presence with this massive pot, just like, what do you want? Why are you disturbing me? Come on. So Helga made a suggestion for our voodoo priestess, but I'd like to add to it. I want to use it. So that's what she suggested. What did I get stuck with this time? Oh, right, red eye can't see it. Red eye, we put you as the musician this time, which means you are also technically our onboard minister because musicians, as you know, we're ministers as well. So you're running our church service every Sunday. So hey, I've got some of you here. Lisa, give me a pirate name for your cook. Oh wait, what? You don't want to be the musician? Come on, guys. I gotta get the sucker written. Does anyone want to come up? I should be playing pirate music, you know. Do I have my pirate list here? Um, there we go. So come on, guys. Let's get some creative. Oh right, pirate music. I'm like, what am I doing? Right. I wish for some reason I can't get the sound on YouTube to come through when I share on the present option. That is super annoying. Playlists. I know I have a pirate playlist. I don't know if I'll get dinged audio wise, but you know, it is what it is. Da dee dee Oh, this is look good. Today is Talk Like a Pirate Day, folks. I assume you guys can hear that and still hear me? Or is one too loud? I love this song. Just another morning light roll. My throat is hurting. Each another shore. The only water left. But salt to my thirst. And the drink of the rain that falls so steady down. Though night's blindness be my gift, and every feast upon my drift, I will thank the fog that shelters me alone. I will not lie me down, in a raging. I will not lie me down in such a storm. This night be unblessed, I shall not take my rest till I reach another shore. Please be drained away. Leave all hopes are lost. There's no need for the bones on that blackened bottom. Loneliness waits just off the bow. Answer to it now. Stand of dream, morning light without us. Will not lie me down. Rain raging, not lie me down. Such a storm. The unblessed shall not take my rest. Okay. Okay. All right. Lisa, Red Eye. Who else is a sponsor that's on here right now? You're the only two that I see. Oh, I should have asked Katie before she disappeared. I should go for walks more often too. Let's go. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is what I need to brainstorm with you guys. Um, our voodoo priestess is James Nemist, and uh, hang on, around the bay. Come on, Canadians, you know this one. Oh me, oh my, I heard me old wife cry. Oh me, oh my, I think I'm gonna die. Me, oh my, I heard me old wife say, we should never taken this excursion around the bay. So we got Magist for James Voodoo Priestess. But does anyone out there know what a voodoo priestess is like referred to? Is she like the Almighty or you know, the Great? What do you guys associate with a voodoo priestess? And Red Eye, what do you want to name your musician? What do you want your character? I'd like Red Eye to be in there somewhere. Like we've been trying to keep it in. And same with you, Lisa. What do you want your cook to be named? Think pirate, folks. You know my, I heard me always say, "You're never making this." What about Jamaican accents? See, Red Eye, if your device could handle it, I'd have you on. Don't you have me on this on a name generator? Butcher Dratchin. Butcher Dratchin. Did a Butcher Dratchin. Did a. How about we use, what do you think of this? Um, we'll use part of your name. Hang on. Well, I know voodoo princesses or voodoo priestesses all have Jamaican accents, but name. You like that? All right, I'm screen capturing it right now. Ooh, we got Lisa's character done. But what are they referred to as? Does anyone know what voodoo priestesses are referred to as, like title? Like obviously not captain or anything like that. See, Lisa just made life easy for me. What's wrong with the rest of you? Come on. Lisa's, give me a second check. Okay, thank you, Lisa. Red Eye, what are we naming your musician? Remember, folks, when you type things, it's impossible to tell if you're sarcastic or not. We're leaving. Our lasers. cut the throats of those dirty blokes. Sell bad beer to sailors and trip aboard a ship. A bamboo, bamboo. Oh Lord above, send down a dove with beaks as sharp as razors to cut the throats of those dirty blokes who sell bad beer to sailors. Above, send down a dove, beaks as sharp as razors to cut the throats of those dirty blokes who sell bad beer to sailors. Arr. Actually, it's yar. Hmm. Oh, Mambo, McRambo. Thank you, Gemma. Hmm. Gemma, if you wind up with any time, I would love some help dictating, so to speak, because that would help. Just let me ramble off and thank you. So, Lisa, are you back? I don't want to cut her off, red eye, so. Broken Man. You know this one too. I thought they didn't mention what a voodoo priestess was called. Okay. Um, Red Eye seems to have discovered the term. So if I take the term, what do you guys think of this? What do you think? Give a man on a Halifax. It's the bear, it's private. Come on, Canadians, you know this one too. Oh, I wish I wasn't sure. Well, no, he's not a male. He's a priestess. He's a female. He himself is a male, but he chose a female character. So he is a voodoo priestess. He's fully aware that he's the guy that picked a female character. So the character is female. So what do you guys think? Ah, well, it's useless right now, but it could be useful later on. I Red Eye wins. He appears and disappears, but he didn't answer my question as to how we name his character. So, and Jedi Sensei also, had it out before we named hers. So I guess Lisa, it's up to you and I. Do you have a camera there? Hey Lisa, you up for naming some characters? Give me a sec to get it on. Nice. Holy cruise the seas for Let me repeat characters. So let's see. Now have um, on camera new to that I don't have. So first I have to do is I have to invite you. Oh, I have invited you. Um, you hit go live. You should see on this broadcast. You should see at the bottom of the comments. Join broadcast. You should see a little button thing on the bottom of your text area saying join broadcast. Okay. So Lisa, are you still there? Sent you a text message. Okay. All right. You can post here. Okay, you want to do it that way? It's arguing with your devices. Oh. Do you have the? Hang on a sec, guys. We're doing the whole check thing here. There she is. Okay. There she is. Okay. See, you're a little choppy. It might be your internet. Go ahead and say something. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Uh oh. You lost her again? Her connection may not be good enough, folks. I hear something. I hear something. Yeah, no, guys. So I sent her a message. We'll see what happens. But nice thing about tech is there's nothing we can do. It's not our fault. The horrible thing about tech is there's nothing we can do. It's not in our power. We'll see what happens. Oh no. So now that we got Navy, I'm going to take them out of the equation. We're getting there. I can see her. I love the little ears, the kitty cat ears on her headband. I hear scratching, so a microphone or something is working. So she is going to switch to the app on her phone and see if that works better. And it's tech time. Whee! You're on the app, right? No, I shouldn't call you and I shouldn't text you. Hopefully you can hear me. You just come to I can now, okay? Cause yeah, you just join and everything should turn on. You just keep clicking the okay and Vince loves me. Okay. Um, I know he's a huge supporter of Martin and I, but that's an interesting statement out of the blue. Because there's a number of people who love me, and I'm proud and happy of every single one of them. I I send love back, but that's an interesting statement to just make out of the blue. Lisa, how's it coming? Oh, 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 oh! I almost hear something, and there's a close up of Lisa's nose.
Thanks a lot.
What? It was. There you go. Now you're upright.
Yeah, but I don't see you.
Well, yeah, you are. There's a little teeny button in the upper left-hand corner when you use the app that says "View Live." You lose the ability to see the comments when you view me, so you have to kind of choose: do you want to read comments, which I usually read anyway, or do
Oh,
you
there
want
we
to
go.
see my mug?
Well, it says audience preview. It doesn't. Hmm. It
Yeah,
doesn't
click
allow
on
me
it.
to. It's really, really weird. No, it says show live, and then it shows what the audience is seeing, but I can't change it to my own.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is it. It
This is
shows you what
really
the audience
weird.
is seeing. That's what they're seeing live. It gets rid of
Yeah, but I
the
can't see.
comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to
Oh, the
choose one
comment.
or the other.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Everything's good. They're still experimenting. That's the joy of a beta app, right?
Hmm.
Is they're
Show
experimenting
comments.
with our lives.
Oh, sure. Let's just drop the phone. Let's see if this box you guys gave me.
Hi, lasses. Hi, Harold.
Hey, Chill.
No,
Congratulations
don't
on your
say.
retirement.
Yeah, congratulations on your retirement. We gotta play. We gotta play. We gotta make you into a pirate. You gotta be a sponsor. Oh, or I wonder. Oh, we have to get your computer going. We'll talk about it later, Harold. But I'm gonna need a co-host for this one because who can get in the costume and be basically an equivalent to Martin's character because he is taking a 2 week break from all social media and that includes apps. He's doing as he's told to completely dedicate himself to healing. Um, whether or not it'll work is completely up to him. So it would be nice for Charity to have someone with her come that broadcast. So I don't know physically, Harold, if you can come anywhere near me yet, but if you can, I'd love to throw you in Pirates and I'll even come out to your backyard and we'll do it from your backyard. Oh, if your internet's okay. I'll just see. Good for him and wish him good luck. Yay! Thank you. And it's not hi lasses, it's ahoy. Say ahoy. Talk like a pirate, Tank. Say ahoy, mister. Hi. Lame. Totally lame. So, Lisa, what do you say we brainstorm some character names here?
Okay. I just really wish I could.
Okay, she says with hesitation.
I'm trying to figure out how to see everything on screen. I can't even see the comments. Oh
That's
my
okay.
god, what is going on
I
now?
will. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll start with the first one on the list is the new gunner, and that's Joel Burdick. And I think it's funny because Burdick, he's probably had a lot of you know uh, dick jokes halfway there. Okay, we'll talk about it later. Um, but unless someone else steps up quickly, but we'll see. But yes, so he is our gunner, and Joel Burdick. So let's see. Um, I have mixed feelings about using DICK unless we kind of hide it. Uh, so
Yeah.
gunner, let's see, firing, exploding. We can't use Flint because that's Martin's character's name.
Yeah.
Oh, hi,
Hey, I'm on a short break, so I just
Ron.
popped in to say hi.
Ron, we haven't seen you in ages.
That's because I'm always working. You broadcast too early. I'm on a break. It's 8:40 a.m. over here.
Christina, you're echoing.
That's probably my
Oh,
fault. So sorry. I just jumped in to
No,
say
it's
hi.
Ron echoing.
Yes.
It is
All
Ron
right. I'll
echoing.
let you
He's
guys be
finishing
so
his
no more
braid
echo.
first, and then
hey,
his
Christina, I don't know
phone.
if you noticed, but
Yeah,
Chris waved hi on the screen.
nice. So Ron, hang on before you go. We'll deal with the echo for a minute. Before you
Okay,
go,
here. I'll try to fix the echo.
in the next story time, we've made you the bosun. We've made
What
you
is
the
that?
bosun of the ship. So you're the person who
I hear a radio
I'm gonna
talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute Lisa's mic for a little bit.
which
Um,
is sort of
because Chris is
disturbing, I
getting
feel.
enthusiastic and oh, it didn't
Still,
mute her
there's a
mic.
bit now cost.
Chris, hang on a
I
sec.
turned it on
Shh.
again. The music is
No,
yours, not mine.
I'm, no, I'm,
It's not mine because I got a AirPod now.
folks, I'm trying to talk to Ron. So hang on a second. Ron, we have made you the bosun for the ship,
Oh.
and I was wondering if you had a preference in pirate name.
No, I like surprises. You surprise me. You always come up with good stuff.
Oh, Ron, you're delightfully dangerous.
I know it's always best to do that with you guys. So,
Well, yeah, because this one I'm going solo because it's
oh,
during Martin's 2 weeks of mental rehab, and he's not allowed on social media. So,
oh. Well, you could say like me and tell them
yeah,
it's anti-social media.
yeah, I don't think the psychiatrist is going to play with that. It just
Oh,
no, we're
oh
gonna
well.
support Martin's healing, and I'm gonna be brave.
That works for
So
me.
you trust me? So
Yeah,
Ron,
absolutely.
okay, that's dangerous, Ron. But okay,
Alrighty, I gotta go. Surprise me.
talk to you again. Thank you for popping in, Ron.
Anytime, bye.
There we go. Yeah, Lisa, I turned your mic back on. Um, yeah, Ron was getting an echo, and with Chris talking, it was detracting. I couldn't focus on what Ron was saying, and for some reason, your mic is not there right now. What changed? You may have to turn it on at your end. Oh no! How did we lose? Oh no! I'm sorry, Lisa. Your audio is missing. I turned your mic back on, and I can't hear you.
Something keeps on muting me.
There it is. There it is.
You could just see
That's
Chris off
me.
to the side there. This is the
Well,
other
I
Chris.
can't because I've got a split screen. I can only see you.
Oh, look,
So unless he,
come right
he
behind me,
leans
dear.
over and sticks his mug right there.
Can you see him now?
What's with the crossed arms, mister? Challenging
She
me.
said, "What's with the crossed arms?"
I'm a little cold at the moment.
He's a little chilly at the moment. By the
Well,
way,
that's it.
bottoms up. Not
Bottoms up.
What's this anyway? Sound like that.
bad. What was the name of it?
It's up there on the dub.
Yeah. We keep on trying different beers from No Frills since the No Frills by Us actually has a license to sell beer.
I was going to suggest cuddling up. Well, that or we can make Chris menopausal. Because that definitely heats up a woman's body all the time. Guys, don't ever feel bad about being cold because when you're menopausal, um, you suddenly hate the warmth. Just,
Well, don't forget he hit the big 6-0 only last month.
mhm.
Yeah.
So if 4-0 is perfect, does that mean 6-0 is half again as perfect?
I don't know. He's saying since 4-0 is perfect, does that make 6-0 half again as perfect?
No,
She said no. He's like,
I
"Eh."
always say
Yeah,
yes. I
that's
thought
okay.
I'd say no
I
for a
gave some
change
of
and
my
see what
hard times.
happens.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Young
actually.
pup.
I'm not usually a beer drinker, but that stout he got is actually pretty good. There is one beer I will drink from. Is it Blackberry? I can't remember the name of it, but
Oh, yeah, that's cider.
yeah, it's more a cider. But
Well, it's interesting that you're talking about this now because Drunken Sailor's playing.
yeah, exactly. I got drunk once in my life. I'm never doing that again. And
Ah,
that's only because somebody gave me a mismeasured rum and coke. They gave me one glass of rum to a dash of coke, not the other way around. Oh, how's this for a name of a beer?
What
Not Nickel.
Hey,
cheeky
what do
bastard
you
are
think? Would
they?
that make a good pirate name?
Oh yeah, you cheeky
There we go. We
bastard.
got one idea. Yeah, we got to think about who that would be, though.
So well, what are we gonna do about our gunner here? What are we gonna? You know
That's
Joel,
that's
big guy, volunteer at Toronto Trek all the
yeah,
time, especially yeah.
yeah. I remember Joel.
So
Uh,
Joel Burdick's our gunner. What do
yeah.
we call him as a
Somehow
pirate?
Cheeky Bastard does. Yeah, Cheeky Bastard doesn't quite work for that. Um,
No,
but no.
I think we need to use the dick part of his
Uh,
brain name and hide it so it doesn't, or at least use the Burr part of his name, but it's funnier when it comes to pirates and body parts. And a gunner.
mm,
We can't call him
yeah,
Flint because that's Martin's name.
yeah. No, I remember that. I
Blaster.
saw it.
Blaster Harold.
Wasn't there a gun of that time called a blunderbuss?
Yes.
Yeah. It was like the one that had the huge um,
Yeah,
bullet.
blunderbuss. Well,
It was like the size of
they
a
fire multiple
baseball or
small.
something.
No, they fire
No.
Huh?
More like
small
shotgun.
multiple
Oh,
bullets.
okay. I remember
So
I saw a blunderbuss and
it's
it had one big
yeah,
things.
it scatters. It basically
Mm,
scatters the shot. So you get
so,
less focused impact, but more hit
mm.
points.
So it's an AOE. Well,
Um,
it's true when you think about it. It's
yeah.
not going for one thing; it's going for multiple things. So it's an area of effect gun. Now I'm using literally a site called
Wonderful.
fantasynamegenerators.com. It actually has an area
Well,
for
let's
pirate
not
names. So
rely.
I was looking.
Yeah, let's not rely too much on it. We got to incorporate
No,
things
no, no.
together.
It's giving me
So
ideas. That's what I'm thinking.
Harold has suggested Blaster. Um, and
I lost the
Blunderbuss. You're right.
comments again. Real quick.
That's another B. So
Yeah, because I saw
I'm
blunder on
not
here.
sure
I'm
I
like
want to. I'm not
blunderbuss.
sure I want to say Blastic. It just doesn't sound right.
No, that doesn't sound right at all.
No, that's a little risky.
Yeah,
Yo,
just a little.
Jazzy. Jazzy's in the house. Um,
Since the comments keep on disappearing on me, what the
see,
hell?
we can say Blundick. But what would be his first name? Because if we do Blundick, right,
Hmm,
which is fine. Um, but what would be his first name? So think of something really piratey that'll make Blundick.
yeah.
Like we'll introduce him once and then we won't repeat it again.
uh,
So just a first
just
name for a pirate, for a gunner pirate.
yeah.
Hi Tim. We are brainstorming pirate names on Talk Like a Pirate Day for the story time. So Gunner something Blundick. We need a first name for our gunner.
Shadid, go away.
Tom, too boring. Blunt what?
Yeah.
Smee, Gunner Smee Blundick?
There we go. Yeah. Okay, that's a Peter
Does that
Pan
sound?
reference.
Yeah. So how does this look? I just typed it out. Tell me how that looks, guys, for a gunner's name.
Actually, that looks perfect to me. That in a way sort of thanks me himself, in my opinion.
All right. So there's our gunner. Now the thing with the sponsorships, anyone who wants to help us out, is um, we try our best to use a part of the person's ID or name.
Yeah.
Now the next
Hey.
person on our list is our pub wench. Now Laura Bergstrom's a
Oh, I
longtime
had one for
friend.
that. Oh my god, I had one for that.
You did?
Oh, now I forgot what it was.
Oh no!
Oh,
Looks
I
good.
had
Thanks,
it.
Jazzy. So I'm deleting every time I do the list. I'm deleting who we've already done.
Mm, of course, now I find a cook name and I have it already.
Oh, hang on. I've got the Navy officers already. So let me read you this list.
Okay.
Take out the Navy officers. And you're looking at the person who's the cook, so. Okay, so, oh, damn, I didn't take
No,
out
I'm
the
not
gunner
even. I'm
name.
the cook. Yeah.
You're the cook. Yes.
Yeah.
So, pub
Sorry.
wench,
What was the name of the pub wench? Laura.
Laura Bergstrom.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, strum is nice because strum means storm,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I
So,
was
if we
about
can
to
do
say.
something strum, like use the last part of her last name, we could really
Yeah.
find something really cool. So, a stormy pub wench. Think of a stormy pub wench with big boobs, and she can serve the beer from her chest. And
That's
Laura's
always
got
the
an
way they
awesome
draw her.
smile. She's got an awesome smile, and she's got kids that think she's fun. And
I'm not bored. I'm
Laura's,
just tired. excuse the yawn.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You're half off camera anyway. So
Oh, right. I forgot
we're
my
open to
parts over
suggestions,
there.
Jazzy and
Yeah.
Tim.
Strum.
So
Oh,
we're
I
working
got
on
an
the pub
idea.
wench right now.
I'm doing this. I'm doing this the wrong way. Let's try this. There.
So think. I'd like to see Strum still in there.
Yeah,
Strum
that's what
means
I'm
storm.
thinking.
So think Stormy Daniels, but only if Donald Trump is in the story. No. Well, the idea is to make it subtle, Harold. So Strum stays at the end. So something Strum.
Yeah.
Be my money back. Be my money. Well, Laura.
What about the first name of Gale, spelled like Gale?
Ooh,
Because that is another name for a storm.
that's true. So if we make that a full last name, though, Galestrom, and something really wenchy for the first name.
Right.
Oh,
Jezebel?
Jezebel Galestrom. No. Think single syllable. For example, the most popular wench at
Okay.
the Ontario Renaissance Festival was Lucy Have More because she had more.
Okay.
Boy,
Well,
did she
Lucy is
have
not
more.
one syllable, but yeah. Uh,
You get the idea.
yeah.
Lucy because she was loose.
Yeah.
Have more because of the big butt. Stormy might actually work. Harold might be right. Stormy Hailstrom? Is that too
Yeah,
much?
but that means you have storm in there twice, technically.
Yeah. 3 times when you think about it.
Yeah, but I mean the word storm per se. Storm and strom.
I see what you're saying. Think wench. Think like a wench. I haven't had to think like a wrench in ages. Well, my wench used to be
You
Rosie.
just said you didn't have to think like a wrench in ages.
Wench.
I didn't. I was about to say I didn't know you had to look like a spanner, think like a spanner in ages. Anyways, that aside,
Thank you, Harold.
Sorry, I couldn't resist when I heard you.
Well, we could take it,
uh,
Laura. So think about L. Lily, Lily Galestrom. I think that's cute. Let me see what this looks like.
yeah, in a way, it makes her sound like she's, not what's the word? Like she's like hiding something behind behind a demure personality. Lily indicates that, but then her last name indicates that she might be, more than she looks.
Don't
What
piss
do you
her
think?
off. Yeah,
What?
yeah. Don't
What
piss
went
her
off?
off, right?
Yeah, don't piss
Because
her off. Yeah,
Galestrom, don't piss her off.
yeah.
Her first name may be
It's like
Lily, but
Lily.
don't piss her off.
I'm sweet and everything, but my last name indicates you piss me off. You're gonna be a big shit.
So let's see. We got the gunner. We got the winch.
I can't turn my
We
camera
got the
that way. Wait a
Navy
second.
operative.
Okay. Hey, is my camera okay this way or am I sideways?
You're sideways. That's
Damn.
okay. You're drinking.
I'm, it's just I can't hold my camera properly. What was something just went flying on? You see, the comments are going on and off, so I don't get a chance to see them. And I haven't figured out how to go back to see what was posted as I put my finger right
Well,
in the
you have
camera.
to you have to give up the you have to give up the live. But
Yeah.
you don't have to see me. You can hear me.
Yeah.
If you'd rather see the comments, it's cool.
Well, it says I'm supposed to be seeing comments now, but I'm not. Because it's asking me, do I want to hide the comments? I'm like, no. But they're
Well,
flashing
yeah.
on and off.
Again, it's a beta. So these are
Mm,
the problems with the beta right now.
yeah.
You know, so we're gonna deal with it, and we're
Okay.
gonna be
Anyways, we're
positive
done with the
about what this is
public.
gonna
Who's
wind up
next?
being. So you're next.
Yeah. I thought we already did me.
No, oh yeah, we did. Hold on, up top, right?
Yes.
Yes,
It was
I screen captured it.
nasty
My
something
apologies.
Drachen. Yeah.
My apologies. So the innkeeper, which is Katrina Porter, which is great because
Okay.
porter, like port is a type of alcohol, and a
Yes.
porter. What is a porter? Is a
Well, a porter is another name. Well, they work at hotels taking your luggage and stuff, but porter also is somebody who brings, I think it's an old name for somebody who brings you drinks at an inn. So,
I think so. I'm gonna double check.
yeah.
Meaning dictionary porter. A person employed to carry luggage and other loads, especially in a railroad station, airport, or hotel. Dark brown bitter beer brewed from malt, partly charred by or browned by drying at a high temperature. So yeah, a porter is a type of bitter beer. So think
Yes.
bitter. Think bitter.
Yeah. Actually,
So we
porter is a
can
last name.
definitely
It
keep.
usually means one who has charge of a door or gate. So, yeah, it kind of works. Um, excuse me.
So we keep porter as part of the name.
Yeah.
Every kind of
Okay.
job
I spell
the answer
synonym to
always
save my
no.
life.
If I 20 go,
Red
let
cup?
us sorry.
Apparently, synonym for word porter: red cap, sky cap, Sherpa. I'm getting weird. I think because it's giving me words that are not always not all English. So
That's fine.
yeah, I think it's red cap because a lot of places have them in a red uniform with a red cap.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, there's also sky cap. That one I've never heard before, but that's what's coming up on my on
Well,
my thing here.
we can call her Sky Porter.
Hmm. What's sky cap actually means? Sky. I know what red cap is. What's sky cap? I don't mean the company. You stupid thing. Oh,
We put
it's
E.
an airport port. It's an airport porter.
Well,
Is a skycap.
what's another word for an innkeeper?
Okay, let's go with that. Synonym. Other than landlord, landlady, hotelier, proprietor, manager, host, publican. What in the world? Barman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ermin?
No, barman.
Oh, barman.
Yeah, but some people call bartenders barmen.
There's Bagpiper
Uh,
Dawn. Hi, Bagpiper Dawn.
victualler.
Give me something wrong.
Victualler is being very British because
Jedi said she's
they
back.
refer to the food they give you as victuals. Um,
What is it? What is it? You
victualler.
said
Hang on, I'll spell
victuals?
it out. Tualer. Oops. Hang on, give me a sec. I'm
So
putting it
Jedi
in
said she's
comments. It'll be
here.
easy.
Bagpiper Dawn is here. So we're going to get you guys to help us with your characters' names, okay? So both of you start working your brains.
Why aren't you? What the heck? I keep on pushing. The comment doesn't want to go. I don't know why.
That's okay.
Hang on, I got it.
Just spell
I
out.
just realized I can switch my
Okay.
camera around. Can you see it?
Victualler. Hang on a second. Keep your camera there. Ualler. Okay. So you can turn your camera back around.
Yep. I didn't realize I could turn my camera around, which is good. Now I know.
Victualler. So what would be a woman's name that sounds like it? Victoria Porter?
Yeah, that's the closest we're gonna get. I think.
Or Vicky Porter?
Mm. If we're doing from that, if we're doing like real pirate time period, I'm not sure the shortening for Victoria was ever
Oh, it doesn't
used.
matter.
So,
It's art.
yeah.
It's art.
Okay.
A lot of these words
Okay.
didn't exist at all.
True.
But Vicky sounds more fun as an innkeeper, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
With a Y or an IE.
Or just an eye. Yeah, I've seen it with just an eye.
That looks
I mean, I know
weird to
about
me. I'm gonna put
I've
an E
seen
on
it
it.
with I E Y and EY, and I've actually seen double I. Thinking about it now.
That's too weird. What do you guys think? I like the IE.
Yeah.
Vicky Porter.
And you're using the CK versus the K only. Yeah.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
if you want a Victoria-based name,
Yeah.
very much a period.
Okay. I'm sorry I didn't hear what Chris said.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yes. I did not hear
Okay.
what Chris
Yeah,
said.
I put myself on mute. What he was saying
Oh,
is the word.
your mic's gone again, honey. You put yourself on mute again. You put yourself on mute again. Well, while she figures out how to unmute her mic again, um, Bagpiper Dawn, if you're still there, we're on you as a powder monkey. Now, powder monkeys are usually the smallest member of the crew, so we're going to pretend you're shorter than you are, or we're a foolish crew. And that definitely will have to be a very piratey name. So, but I'd like to use Dawn in it. I'd like to see if we can keep your Dawn intact. There she is. Now we got an echo back. looking at my rule again.
That's my fault. Hang on.
It's okay. Yeah, well, this is it. We're not worried about historical accuracy. We're worried about having fun with naming characters. So, um, you know, incorporating the fun aspects of writing. It's not a reenactment. It's a story.
Can you hear me okay? This
So,
it's not
yep.
me muting myself. It's Haps doing it to me. I was pushed. It muted me again. What the hell?
No, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can
I'm
hear
not,
you. You are not muted.
which is weird because according to this, I am muted.
Well, you're not.
Oh my god. Okay.
So we're gonna stop
Haps is
talking
just
about
being
haps.
weird.
Don't
Yes.
don't.
Okay.
If you want to put in
Anyways,
a
where were
report,
we? Let's get on with the.
you know where. Okay.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
on we're
Okay.
on Dawn, and Dawn is present. Dawn is
Okay.
here. So yes, Foolish Crew is much more fun. We have an extremely tall powder monkey that can't do his job because he can't get under everyone's feet without tripping us all the time. But Dawn, we've got a
Scary
couple
thing
of
is,
up and coming.
there's actually a company called Powder Monkeys Blasting Services that came up on Google.
Oh my God, you're kidding me. That is brilliant.
There's also a rock band called Powder Monkeys.
No, that I'm not surprised.
Actually, they're
I have a
very
book in the
new.
works
They
having to do
just
with sea shanties.
Powder Monkeys Blasting only started this year. Let's see where they're from.
Well, powder monkeys are traditionally the smallest member of the crew, um, because their job
Yeah.
is to take small quantities of powder from the hold down below and bring it up for the gunners to be able to load the cannon.
Oh my gosh. Powdered Monkeys
And
Blasting Services is in the Ottawa
yes,
area. They're actually in Ontario.
oh, they're Canadian. Nice,
Yeah, because phone number is 613 area code.
nice.
That puts them anywhere between Trenton and Ottawa because that's how far 613 comes west or south or whatever it is we are from Ottawa.
Very
Wow.
disturbing about a powder blasting company being in Ottawa.
Chris said there's something oddly
Disturbing.
disturbing that there's a blasting service in the city in Ottawa, but whatever.
He's referencing black
The
powder.
blasting service in every city. Just don't piss them off. Make sure they're on the right
I
party.
know. I think maybe because Chris is sort of thinking about what might have happened. Remember the 5th of November with Guy Fawkes. Remember what he was trying to do with the British Parliament buildings?
Hmm.
It is true we're storing blasting powder in
Yeah,
the Parliament.
they were actually storing blasting powder under the Parliament buildings, and nobody noticed
Hmm.
until how many days after?
No one cared until they heard a rumor that he was going to set it all off.
Yeah, apparently nobody cared until somebody told them that he was going to actually set it off.
Well, sign of the times.
Anyways, okay. So has he got any ideas?
Well, he's asked us to hold on
Oh,
because
he's
apparently he is now going to be doing a cookbook. Um, what is it? I have a book in the works having to do with sea shanties. Let me see if something might be
ooh
there. So, while he's going off and
nice.
fussing, who's next on the list?
Yeah,
Ah,
let's go next one.
Jedi
Ow.
Senshi is also here. This is where she gets to share her voice. She's my first
Okay.
mate for this one. Um,
Nice.
she's my first mate. So, um, Jedi Senshi. So
Come on,
either
Jedi
part of her
Senshi.
real name
Yes, I know.
or part of her profile name. But she needs to come up with a first mate. So Jedi Senshi, if you're still there, while you work on that, let's pick on Lisa. Let's pick on Red Eye Knight, who is our musician. So we should decide what kind of
Ah,
instrument he's going to
yes.
play. and what his name's going to be. Now we
Okay.
have to remember that a musician on a ship is also our minister. He
Yep.
runs our masses every Sunday.
Yep. So, what is his name anyway? Or does he prefer not to be?
He prefers not to use his real name on anything.
Okay.
So Red Eye Knight is what we have to work with. Red Eye is easy. We can say he's Red Eye something. But what instrument? Let's see. Um. Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of it. The little
What?
ah, the little squeeze box that pirates used to use a lot.
Squeeze box.
They're like a little accordion.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah.
Do you know what they used to call that accordion that went like that?
The little tiny one.
No, but I can look it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris
I
doesn't
don't
know
mean in
either.
that not that kind of broadcast way.
Yeah.
That's fine, Piper Don. Just throw out a suggestion. I'd like Dawn to be in it.
I can see the problem is when you bring up accordions, you bring up
Like
the
a
one with the keyboards and all that.
concertina. I think it's a concertina.
Oh, is that what it is? That what it's,
Yes, it's a concertina.
concertina? Okay.
Yeah. So let's make his instrument the concertina.
Okay. Concertina. This is also, technically, is also the priest. So,
Bagpiper Don Martin is taking a 2 week sabbatical from all social media and broadcasting. So he will be missing this one. And his character is Flint. It's been Flint for a long time. I'm hoping to find a co-broadcaster who can dress up and someone who can go back and forth with me, or I'll be reading the whole thing myself this time. It's really hard to do the story times alone, but not impossible. And I need to give him his mental health. So he's following advice, and it's hard on both of us, but we're going to be okay. It's going to be weird for a little bit, guys. It's going to be really weird for a little bit.
well,
So,
I will say that Knight kind of plays into the priestly role as well, because
oh, that's true.
the Jesuits were
But how
quotes
do you
were thought to be a Knights of God.
you can't make night into a piratey thing?
No, that's the
Red Eye,
problem.
you can.
Remember, yeah. So you said he's a musician, which also makes him a priest. So we have to figure
Well, the musician is always
something.
responsible for running mass. It doesn't make
Yeah.
him a priest.
Well, I'm not
He's
saying use the
responsible for
word
running
knight, but
mass.
take that into account when thinking of the priest side.
Oh, no, but that's it. I need something piratey. Let's think of the musician
Yeah.
side. Don Henry Martin Barrett. No, think Powder Monkey, Don. Like think stupid and
Why
cute
doesn't
and
Tim Hortons have a
piratey. That
what?
that that sounds. Does Tim Hortons have an apostrophe?
What, what was that about Tim Hortons? I just saw something flash about
Why
Tim
doesn't it have
Hortons.
an apostrophe? Why isn't it apostrophe S?
Because I thought his last name was Hortons. Or was it just Horton? I don't know.
I'm about to find out. No, his name was Tim Horton.
Okay.
So I don't know
Maybe it
why
was
it has an
just easier
apostrophe.
to leave. Yeah. Maybe it was just what. Maybe because of the logo they have now is just easier not to have the apostrophe. Uh,
According to Wiki here, founded in 1964 in Hamilton, Ontario. I've been to the original location many times. By Canadian hockey player
mm,
Tim Horton and Jim Sherrod. After an initial venture in hamburger restaurants in 1967, Horton partnered with investor Ron Joyce, who assumed control of our operations after Horton died in 1974. Joyce expanded the chain, etc., 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 etc. Burger King purchased it in 2014 for 11.4 billion US dollars. Became a subsidiary of Canadian holding company Restaurant Brands International, which is owned by a Brazilian investment firm, 3G Capital. Oh my God, it's complicated. It was originally Tim Horton Donuts. The name was later abbreviated to Tim Hortons with an apostrophe, then changed to Tim Hortons without apostrophe. The business was founded by so it doesn't say why the apostrophe was taken out, just that it was. So there.
So there, she says.
Probably didn't visually look good on the logo. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Uh, some older locations retain signage with the company's name, including a possessive apostrophe, despite the fact that the official styling of the company's name has been Tim Hortons without an apostrophe for at least a decade. The company had removed the apostrophe after signs using the apostrophe was interpreted by some to be breaking the language sign laws of the province of Quebec. Of course, Quebec, in 1993.
What?
The removal of the apostrophe allowed the company to have one common sign made across Canada. In other words, Quebec said it's illegal to have an apostrophe in your sign.
Oh, is it either that or legal, or they would have to make it French, which meant dropping the apostrophe and having it both ways on their signs in Quebec.
It was part of
I
the
don't know.
language sign laws in Quebec. So
Yep.
they took the apostrophe out so they can have one sign across Canada.
Yep.
Uh, Although a number of Quebec locations have bilingual menu boards, the decision had been both Canadian official languages represented is left at the discretion of individual franchise owners. But by then, Tim Hortons had already taken out their apostrophe. Some Quebec locations have French only menu boards. It's a strong recommendation that they have both English and French.
It.
This has been enforced by the Office Québécois de la langue française. Wendy's kept their apostrophe, but they didn't reach Quebec until more recently.
Yeah. Hmm.
So signs and posters must be in French, and they may also be in another language, provided French is marketed predominantly. A recognized trademark within the meaning of the Trademark Act may appear exclusively in a language other than French, unless a French version has been registered. Where a trademark is displayed outside a building exclusively in a language other than French, a sufficient presence of French must also be inserted. In other words, they made it French, so they wouldn't have to deal with the hassles. So there you go, Quebecois, and Quebec has once more controlled a product that it originally, yeah, no. So there you go. There you go.
I'm having much luck finding a name for our musician. That
What did you
sounds
think of my name
piratey.
ideas? I already said what I thought of the name ideas. It sounds too navy. Think
Yeah.
pirate.
I know. That's what I said. I'm having a problem with that. Oh my god.
I had the other window open. I don't have the big screen, so I can't put things beside each other anymore. So when I'm opening the other window, you guys disappear, unfortunately.
Hmm.
So, okay, if the musician plays a concertina and we want to use red eyes, so
Yeah.
um,
Actually, according to the thing, they play concertina, bagpipes, penny whistle, and a few other things. Unless you want to call him penny whistle, but that sounds like we're turning him into. No, wait, that's Pennywise, isn't it?
Who's
The clown from It.
uh, something to do with Reed.
Oh,
just give
Because
me a
both concertina and the
stereotypical. We just
um,
need
bagpipes
a
are Reed
stereotypical.
instruments.
We're overthinking things.
Chris.
Just a stereotypical
Yeah,
pirate
no, no,
name.
no.
Pirate name.
Chris just had a point. Why don't we use the word read? as an REED, because a lot of things were made out of reed. A lot
No,
of instruments were made out of reed
concert.
back then.
No. No. We've used reed in every single thing we've had done as a musician. Right.
Okay.
So just a typical stereotypical pirate name. We're overthinking this, folks. Well, if he plays the concertina, it's air. So blow hard red eye. See, that's a pirate name. That's a stereotypical stupid pirate name. That will make people laugh. Blow hard red eye.
Except he's not
See,
blowing,
you're
but yeah.
laughing. So do we put blow hard first or blow hard second?
I'd say first.
Okay. He is now blow hard red eye. See, Dawn, think like that too. Will ya? Come on, folks. We need some stereotypical, like, dirty pirate names. Hi, Walter. No, because his ID is red eye. So, powder monkey. What's another word for monkey that sounds piratey? Right? So, Don what? Don the what? Don the monkey. Don the. What do we call him? Think like a pirate, folks.
I know. Oh my god.
I mean, Captain Charity Ann Rackham. The reason why she's Charity is because when she was created, she was the only woman on board the ship. And what's the last thing a female captain needs to give her crew? Charity.
Oh.
Simeon Sap. Ooh, Simeon Sap.
I'm not sure I'd say weasel is one, because weasels can get into small places, but
See, this has always been the hardest part for Martin and I, trying to
mm,
incorporate part of the profile name or the person's name into the character's name. Simeon Sap. Oh,
I got plaster in
you know
here.
what, Walter? Um, our bosun is Ron Toll. So I love that. What do you guys think?
Uh,
It's
you'd have
maybe
to type it again
stretching.
because I
Yeah, I
didn't
haven't
see
hit send
anything.
yet.
Oh,
I haven't
okay,
hit
just
send
making
yet.
sure I didn't miss it.
Trying to be comfortable with it myself.
Yeah. I'm not saying what the first thing that came up is.
Simeon Ron
Oh my.
Sapp. What do we think for our bosun? Simeon Ron Sapp. Because then,
Wait a minute, is it
um,
bosun or powder monkey?
then
Now you're getting confused.
no, Walter suggested a great name, but it's not going to work for the powder monkey.
Oh,
So I'm
well,
putting it
Simeon is
on
another
Ron
word for an
now.
ape, so.
But Don Simeon doesn't make sense.
Mm.
Hmm.
Well, if we want to be really silly, we could call them the powder puff in some manner. That's why I was laughing because I'm like, I saw that and I'm like, oh my god, that's got me on Powerpuff Girls now. Um,
No, you want to be silly,
We
call
don't
them
have
Falcon.
we don't
talcum.
have a
Oh,
bosun.
there we go.
Powder does explode. Boom! I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
talcum,
No, we're
as in
past.
talcum
Well,
powder.
Don Talcum Don. Doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
stuck in
we
Bangkok.
need something really stupid, guys.
Well, that was kind of stupid when you think about it. Because what's talcum powder today? Usually that's the other name for baby powder.
Oh, I understand that, but I mean pirately stupid, not baby
Well, like I said,
stupid.
powder puff. I mean, seriously, this is what came up for another name for a powder monkey.
But yeah, I get it. Guys, one character at a time.
Why aren't you switching around? Come on, you stupid thing. There it goes.
Something that sounds good, but Dawn the Simeon sounds wrong, right? Because if we're gonna use Dawn, then it's gotta sound right with it. I think it should be Dawn the something. Simeon Dawn Sap. See, it doesn't sound as nice as Ron Sap. Ron Zabosin. Oh, we will abuse Dawn. Pirate guys, we need more pirate, grungy pirate. Because if we overthink every character, we're gonna lose that piracy of it all. All right, I'm getting awfully close to my appointment here, folks. Monkey Boy. Do we do that simple? Dawn the Monkey Boy? Can we come up with a pirate sounding name that includes the word Dawn? Something Dawn or Dawn something? Oh, geez, cats. Really? Oh, both of my cats have
Cats?
now shown their distaste of what I'm doing and taken a very large dump. It now smells like a pirate ship in here. Oh, oh. You know what? Monkey Boy Dawn is great, actually. Monkey
Mm.
See, Monkey Dawn. Yes!
There we go.
Let's just
Monkey see,
do it.
monkey Don.
Let's just keep it
Hip
simple.
monkey. Hip monkey boy.
That. Thank you, Walter. Now we're thinking like pirates. Pieces of eight, pieces of eight, pieces of eight. Okay, let me go back to the list and see who we're still missing. Because I've got to go soon and I'm hoping to get everyone. Okay, let's see. Who do we still need? You guys are awesome, by the way. Okay. So did we do our musician? And I think Jenna sent you gone again.
Yeah.
Sea monkey. I may incorporate it later. Hello there, Giovanna. So we decided Red Eye's a concertina. Oh, did we not? Hold on. I think we named him already. Or did we?
Yes, we did. Yeah, as far as I know, we
There it is.
did.
Blowhard Red Eye. So we did name
Yeah.
him already.
Yeah.
So I gotta take the musician out. Hang on. New list. New list. So Powder Monkey's taken care of. musicians taken care of. So we have left the captain's mate, the you Brian Shrimp, and he's not. So it's even funnier. So captain's mate, which would be my first mate, the bosun, and the young upstart, the eager to please young upstart.
You please, is
All
this the
right.
type we're talking about who ran away and jumped on the pirate boat saying they wanted to be a pirate sort of upstart?
Basically, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Which is great because his last name's Hypes, so we can easily use Hypes. Hyper something
Yeah.
or
So, some sort of word that means enthusiastic or something like that. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, here's where we don't overthink. Here's where we
Yeah.
just throw on as much pirate crap as we can. Now, Jedi Senshei's real name is Katie, so I'd like to use Katie in there, or Kate the something. Hypes,
Lisa,
hypes.
Yeah.
suggest ardent.
For what?
Ardent.
Hypes.
For what?
Enthusiastic.
Oh, okay. We're actually trying to figure out also a name for first mate
Get parody.
that might write with Katie or Kate. Chris might have our name for the enthusiastic person, but let's do Katie. Let's
Well,
do
what
Jedi
what what did he
Essential first.
suggest? What did he
Ardent
suggest? Because I've ardent.
Alternatively, fiery.
Ardent or fiery, one of the two.
Mm,
Because what we're talking about is somebody who ran away, ran away to the circus thing. Is that they ran away and jumped on a pirate ship.
And it's got to sound piratey, really piratey.
Yeah. Yes, that's dictionary, not
Something
synonym.
hypes.
There's a
Like
difference.
we don't have enough piratey on this. Ardent's too nice, too clean.
What about so fiery's too?
Well,
well,
fiery
person
hypes
who
is
ran
almost
away and joined a
think
pirate crew.
pirate, folks.
Frederick.
Sorry, what?
Frederick.
All
For
locked up and kicked up again.
Uh,
we're
Okay,
Fred
yeah,
trying.
is
here,
the name
catch
of
y'all
the
later.
character from
Later.
Pirates of Penzance who end up apprenticed to a pirate crew for 21 years because of a misspelling on his
Okay,
father's
yeah,
will.
but that's a person's name. We're actually looking more for the Chris, not you. My Chris was to
No,
refer
you
to
know what I'm
Frederick
naming
from
him? You know what
Pirates
I'm
of
naming
Penzance.
him? You know what I'm naming him? Young
No.
Upstart?
Who?
Because he's supposed to be a
Yeah,
young
yeah.
upstart.
Yes.
Billy Hypes. Billy Hypes.
Yeah, that's yeah,
Billy. We
Bill.
don't have a Billy yet.
No. And
There's
and
always a
Billy
Billy on
seems
a
to
ship.
yeah.
There's always a
Billy always
Billy on
seems
the
to be
ship.
the name of a kid too, so
Billy Hypes. There you go. Captain's mate. Kate something. Kate the
oh,
something
Kate,
Kate. Something Kate. Something's got to come before her name. Something Kate. Crazy Kate. Dreadful Kate. Silver tongue Kate.
yeah, that sounds like relentless
Lisa,
Kate?
you. Legless Kate. Well,
No,
that's not going to get her
relentless.
very
Oh my
far.
god.
Oh, relentless.
Yes.
What
Uh,
is fish lips cake?
no, she'll probably
Why
kill you if
not?
you do that. I mean, if you want to go out on left field, you can always call her Whale
Kick me,
Eye
Kate.
Kate. Hey, wait a minute, isn't that a movie or something? Is something Kick Me Kate or something? No, it's Kiss Me
No,
Kate.
kiss
But
me, Kate.
yeah,
You so don't want to go there.
Chris just said you don't want to go there. Uh, you want to leave it at that, or do we keep going?
That going there is just
Because
as
we need
bad
we
as
need to be able to
calling
write
her
some jokes into this, right?
wonderful Katie
Cutthroat,
Yeah.
and
cutthroat, Kate,
stuttering with the K. At which point it becomes a World War One troop song.
Yeah. Well, this is
cutthroat,
why I
Kate.
also the powder puff thing. That's why I said for the powder monkey, because I'm like, some people might think they're thinking Powerpuff Girls. Okay, mind you, Powerpuff is missing the letter D in power versus powder, but still,
Cutthroat, Kate.
cutthroat Kate. You leave it at that.
Well, that makes her a nasty little woman. Just-
You could also have Devil's Grin Kate or Devil's Charm.
nah, I want to put like in her character's hand. This like, I want her to have this knife that every
Well, that's
single
why I
time
said
someone pisses her off,
Devil's not.
you know,
Yeah, that's why I said Devil's Eye. I think it was Devil's Eyes or whatever it was, but
pirate,
because yeah,
pirate. So this leaves one
fun.
person.
No, not flamboyant. That's the wrong word.
This leaves our Bolson, and I
Bosun.
am cut
Okay.
3 minutes. That's all
Bosun,
I
male
got
or
is three
female?
minutes. Male.
Thank you. This is where I get
Then we
confused
have to
about
use
Bosun
Ron or
from this.
Toll.
That's scary. That music you have on right now, it sounds a lot like Martin singing. See, Bosons are hard.
Well, again, don't worry too much. Just think pirate,
Yeah, I am.
because Bosun's just one of those open. So think of Ron and
Naming a
Toll.
bosun.
Well, let's see. First thing that comes to mind,
Yeah.
O'Brien.
Again, too boring, guys.
You heard that, did you?
Mainly
Too
because
boring.
DS9.
Yeah, we're trying to
Pirate
go
stereotypes,
right.
folks.
Yeah, Chief O'Brien is not a pirate, my dear.
Yeah, but he is a bosun.
Yes, I know he's a bosun.
Stop overthinking.
And yeah, he was
I was wondering if
actually
that was Martin.
in the Mirror
No, it's not.
Universe.
That's true. He was a pirate in the Mirror Universe.
His
Anyways, before we get
Ron,
off
Ron, Ron.
the
Yeah, guys, I've got an
time
appointment
will
that I
tell.
still got to get ready for. So,
yeah. Let's see.
Ron Spike, Ron. Um, Blame. Think of parts of a ship, right?
Yeah.
Or we can do something like deranged Ron. No, that sounds
Yeah, I
weird.
had something. Howler?
Howler.
Yeah. One of the pirate names on here, Erwin Howler Savant.
HOWLER.
Yeah, somebody who howls. I mean, isn't the bosun the one who usually announces captains coming on board anyway?
Oh, that's true. Ron
Okay, they
Howler.
don't usually.
Actually, I like that.
Yeah. Because they don't usually announce it by voice. They usually announce it with a whistle, but still.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I like that. Or I'd
Woohoo!
say the howler or whistleblower, but I like howler better.
The
I mean,
whistleblower is
whistleblower, of
lame.
course, doesn't mean blowing a whistle, but yeah. Uh, That's another a whistleblower is another
Okay,
name for a snitch.
folks,
But anyway,
I got less
we
than
gotta
10
go.
minutes to prop here. So,
Yeah,
thank you all for your input. I'm going to try to come back on tonight depending on how things happen. I am flying solo for a little bit while Martin figures himself out.
yeah,
And yeah, yeah. Thank you, Lisa. Big Juicy,
no
I'm just
problem.
heading out. Sorry,
Why
honey.
is it he? But just he always seems to show up when you're about to leave.
I know. I'm not doing
What
it on
the
purpose, I swear.
timing?
Lisa, I'm going to let you go
Anyways,
down first. So I'm going to
okay.
say goodbye, Lisa.
Bye, Lisa.
Later,
Okay,
honey.
okay, I can't remember how to get out now. Oh, there we go. Leave broadcast.
And I go down here. Nice. That worked really well. Thank you, everyone, for your support. I'm going to head out. Remember, respect yourself more than anyone else can. Everything will be fine. Respect and love yourself first. Thank you all. Hopefully, I'll see you later on. High five award. Thank you. And yes, I will be looking for a co-host for the story time this month because Martin's away for a little while. All right, later, guys. Let me know. Bye. If I can get the right video. There we go.
Keep the time.
We had a great time in Montreal. Montreal was all hard floors, right? Go on, camera. Camera. I'd like to. That's my favorite thing. That's why I do. No. Well, look up
So how much styrofoam?
Way too much styrofoam. The birds are confused. It's like, what's this city doing here?